Hello students, welcome back to my 15th lecture on basic maths. So we are dealing with the third chapter, that is theory of indices. In our previous lecture we dealt with meaning of a raised to n, laws of indices. In that we can see first law, second law and third law, and also we have done some worked examples. So today we shall continue with the worked examples. So let's get started. First example, if a raised to x is equals to b, b raised to y is equals to c, c raised to z is equals to a, show that x, y, z is equals to 1. So here based on the three conditions given, that is a raised to x equal to b, b raised to y is equals to c, c raised to z is equals to a, using these three conditions we have to show that the product of x, y, z which is equals to 1. So let us use the first condition, that is a raised to x is equals to b. Now here in this step we have to raise to the power yz both the sides, that is a raised to x raised to the power yz which is equals to b raised to yz. Now using the third law of indices, multiply x to yz, that is a raised to xyz which is equals to b raised to yz. Since by second condition we know that b raised to y is equals to c, now replace b raised to y which is equals to c and write down z as it is. Now we also know that c raised to z is equals to a. Third condition, therefore on comparing LHS part and RHS part, since the bases are same, therefore their powers are equals to each other, that is x, y, z is equals to 1. Fine. Now next example, if a is equals to 3 raised to x, b is equals to 3 raised to y, c is equals to 3 raised to z, and product of AB is equals to c square, prove that x plus y is equals to 2z. Now here also some conditions, three conditions they have given, four conditions sorry. Now using the fourth condition, AB is equals to c square, here replace a by 3 raised to x given in the conditions, and in place of b write down 3 raised to y which is equals to, what is c here students? 3 raised to z square. Now since bases are same in the LHS part, add the powers, that is 3 raised to x plus y which is equals to 3 raised to 2z, multiply these two powers in RHS part. Now since again bases are same, we can compare their powers, that is x plus y is equals to 2z is a required answer. Next one, if 45 raised to the power 1 upon x which is equals to 3 raised to 1 upon y which is equals to 5 raised to 1 upon z, prove that x is equals to 2y plus z. Now here what is given, you consider that is equated to k, so that here each term we have equated to k. Compare them. 45 raised to 1 upon x is equals to k, then shift one, otherwise both the sides take the square root of x, you get 45 raised to 1 upon x will get cancelled with square root of x, that will remain only 45, that is equals to k. So first step you take xth root, in the second step take yth root, in the third step take zth root so that your conditions power will be shifted to the power of k. Okay, so you get 45 is equals to k raised to x, 3 is equals to k raised to y, 5 is equals to k raised to z. Now consider k raised to x is equals to 45. This 45 can be written as 9 raised to 5. Now again 9 can be written as 3 square into 5. We are taking some particular numbers only so that these two numbers will be available in your conditions already. Therefore, here in place of 3, we can replace it by k raised to y. Yes or no? K raised to y to the power 2 into what is 5 here? K raised to z. Now, using the third law and first law, we get k raised to x is equals to k raised to 2y plus z. Now, since both the sides bases are same, then the powers are equal to each other. Therefore, x is equals to 2y plus z, which is the required answer. Next example. If a raised to 1 upon 3 plus b raised to 2 upon 3 plus c, which is equals to 0, then show that a plus b square plus c cube raised to the power 3, which is equals to 27 a into b square into c cube. Okay, this is very important sum for examination point of view. So consider the given condition. Now a raised to 1 by 3 plus b raised to 2 by 3 is equals to, shift c to the RHS, you get minus c. Now since there is a cube on both the sides, why? Because in the RHS part of the expected proof, they have asked us to find its cube. So cubing both the sides, we get a raised to 1 by 3 plus b raised to 2 by 3 raised to the power 3, which is equals to minus c cube. Now in the next step, expand it using the formula a plus b the whole cube. What is a plus b the whole cube, students? Using algebraic identity, that is equals to, you write down separately, expansion of a plus b the whole cube, that is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Okay, now using this identity, you expand this step, you get a raised to 1 by 3 cube plus b raised to 2 by 3 cube plus 3 a raised to 1 by 3 b raised to 2 by 3 inside the bracket a raised to 1 by 3 plus b raised to 2 by 3, which is equals to minus c cube. Now here when you simplify the second step, here 3 will get cancelled with 3, so it will remain only a, plus again 3 will get cancelled with 3, what will remain? B square. Similarly, plus 3 into a raised to 1 by 3 into b raised to 2 by 3, keep it as it is. Then here a raised to 1 by 3 plus b raised to 2 by 3 is nothing but minus c from the given equations, where we have shifted one term, that is minus c, to RHS. So replace it by minus c, which is equals to minus c cube. Okay, now here in the next step, a plus b square, now shift minus c cube 2 LHS and 3 a raised to 1 by 3 b raised to 2 by 3 into minus c. You shift that side. Here both the sides we have minus sign. When you interchange each other, you get plus sign. Now on cubing both the sides, you get the required answer, that is a plus b square plus c cube raised to the power 3, which is equals to 3 cube. What is 3 cube here? 3 into 3 is 9, 9 into 3 is 27. Then for a separately you have to cube it. A raised to 1 by 3 into 3 is a only. Why? Because 3 will get cancelled with 3. Again b raised to 2 by 3. This denominator into 3. Both 3 will get cancelled. You will get only b square and c cube. Okay. So that is your required RHS. Next question. Example number 12. Solve 8 into 4 raised to x minus 9 into 2 raised to x plus 1, which is equals to 0. Now consider, see next step, consider 4 in terms of 2 raised to x and take that 2 outside. So 2 square will become 4 only. Means you are splitting 4 in terms of 2 square minus 9 into 2 raised to x plus 1, keep as it is, which is equals to 0. We have done this step because to put 2 raised to x is equals to y. For our convenience to simplify, we have taken one term 2 raised to x, which is equals to y, in the first equation. So what you get? 8 into y square minus 9 into y plus 1, which is equals to 0. So to simplify, to make our simplification easy, we have considered 2 raised to x, which is equals to y. Now since 1 becomes 8y square minus 9y plus 1 equal to 0. Now this is the quadratic equation. Split into factors. Find the factors of this equation. So minus 9 in the middle term, you have to split it. So when you multiply first with last term, 1 into 8 is 8. 8 ones are 8. Okay. Then minus 8 minus 1 is minus 9. You are multiplying the last two terms, that is 8 by 1, and you are take the same two terms, and if you add the same terms, you have to get the middle term. Now here in the next step, take 8y common and inside the bracket y minus 1 minus here in the next two terms, no terms, if no terms are common then take 1 and inside y, see minus 1 we have taken out, means minus into minus will become plus. So in the second step you have plus 1, so you will get plus 1 only after multiplication, so which is equals to 0. So after this step you get the value of y is equals to 1 in one case, and in second case you will get 8y is equals to 1, that is nothing but y is equals to 1 by 8. Okay. Now what is y, what we have considered in the previous step, that is 2 raised to x is equals to 1. There you need to substitute the value of y as 2 raised to x. Here convert it. Now in place of 1 they have taken 2 raised to 0 because that is again nothing but 1. Just to compare the value of x bases as well as their powers. Since bases are same, so therefore the value of x will be equals to 0. You have to write in terms of x only, so that you have written 2 raised to 0 in place of 1. Okay, this is one part. Now in second part, 2 raised to x is equals to, here see why we have written 2 raised to minus 3, because here what is 1 upon 8 is nothing but 1 upon 2 raised to 3. bases must be same. So convert to 8 in terms of 2. Since there is in the denominator, 8 is in the denominator, you just take it up by taking its negative index. So it will become simply 2 raised to minus 3. Okay, 2 raised to minus 3 is nothing but 8 only. 2 raised to 3 is 8. So there is a minus term, so it will come down only. Okay, now after comparing its powers, you get the value of x. X is equals to minus 3. Here in this question they have asked us to solve, in the sense you need to find the value of x. Okay, so that you need to remember by substituting the value of 2 raised to x is equals to y, then simplification using the quadratic equations, then find the value of x in both the cases. Okay, next one. If a, b, c is equals to 1, then prove that 1 upon 1 plus a plus b raised to minus 1 plus of 1 upon 1 plus b plus c raised to minus 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus c plus a raised to minus 1, which is equals to 1. Okay, now take LHS part. Now here see, in LHS part, in the next second step, here they have taken b in the numerator. Why? Because just check the denominator term. There is a b raised to minus 1. Okay, so b raised to minus 1 can be written as 1 upon b. So if you write one more step here, you will understand better. So write down 1 upon 1 plus a plus 1 upon b. Okay, then similarly in the next step, plus of 1 upon 1 plus b plus 1 upon c. And third step, 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus c plus 1 upon a. In place of a raised to minus 1, convert all the negative index in terms of positive terms. Positive index. Okay. Now, after this, in the denominator you take LCM, so that b will be multiplied to the numerator also in the second numerator. Okay. So, you will get such terms. I hope you are understanding this. If you will write and practice, definitely you will get the answer properly. Now, again in the next step, what they have done, see, they have kept first step as it is, second step as it is, and in third step, any one step you just replace it, so that your answer must be equal to what? Why they have changed this? Only because third step only they have chosen, because here in the first step there is a b in the denominator. Denominators are same in the first and second steps. Okay, then here in the second step they have written a, b, c, which is equals to 1. So in place of C inverse, you just replace it by AB. So from this bracket term only they have replaced. Easily they have done it. A into B into C, which is equals to 1, can be written as, by shifting C to RHS term, it becomes 1 upon C. So 1 upon C is nothing but C inverse. So in place of middle term C inverse, you can replace it by AB. Okay, then again same steps for the third line, that is A upon A plus, what is AC here? AC is nothing but 1 upon B. Okay, this is all we have taken it from the main question, that is if ABC is equals to 1 is given, no, from that only, using that clue only we are adjusting all these terms. So okay. So you get a upon a plus 1 upon b plus 1. Now take the LCM in the denominator. So you get, so this b has to be multiplied to the denominator first. That is b into a plus middle term will be 1 and b into 1 is b only, and shift that b to the numerator. That is b into a in the numerator. We have done all these steps. Why? Because we have to get the answer as 1. So numerator has to cancel with the denominator. So just to compare denominator with the numerator, we are converting all the terms, which is equals to 1. Now here, since the denominator terms you just see all are equal to each other, b is there in all the 3 steps, ab is there in all the 3 steps, even 1 is there in all the steps. Therefore the same terms we have in the numerator also. Yes or no? Therefore take the LCM. The common LCM is b plus ab plus 1, and simply add the numerator, that is b plus 1 plus ab. So numerator and denominator terms are same, so they will get cancelled. You will get the required answer, that is equals to 1. Okay, you need little practice for this, and smartly you understand this and practice it. Okay. Next sum. Simplify square root of, in the square root there is a BC root of x raised to b upon x raised to c into AC root of x raised to c upon x raised to a into AB root of x raised to a upon x raised to b. Question is just simplify. Okay. Now here in this, just if you remove all the roots with respect to their square roots and also using second law of indices, you get the second step immediately. That is, since all the terms are having x only as its base, so x is common. First solve it inside the square root, that is x raised to b minus c raised to the power 1 upon bc. So 1 upon bc is nothing but your root term. Similarly, x raised to c minus a raised to the power 1 upon ac into x raised to a minus b root of 1 upon ab. Now next step, x raised to, multiply these powers, you get b minus c upon bc, c minus a upon ac, a minus b upon ab in all the 3 steps respectively. Now since all the 3 steps are having same base, now powers has to be added, that is b minus c upon bc plus c minus a upon ac plus a minus b upon ab. Now multiply, see here LCM will become a into b into c. Now multiply the term a to the first step, that is a into b, a into c, plus for middle term multiply it by b, b into c minus b into a, and for the last step multiply it by c, c into a minus c into b. Now after adding all these things, the terms will get cancelled. AB will get cancelled with minus AB, AC will get cancelled with minus AC will get cancelled with plus AC, and BC will get cancelled with minus BC divided by A into B into C. 0 upon anything will be 0 only. You get x raised to 0, which is equals to 1. Next example, number 17. Simplify 2 into 3 raised to minus 2 plus 1 upon 3 raised to minus 3 plus 3 square. Now, here in the first immediate step, they have taken negative index to the positive index in first step and second step. First term and second term, sorry. So, convert 3 raised to minus 2 as 1 upon 3 raised to 2, and 1 upon 3 raised to minus 3 will become 3 raised to 3 plus 3 square as it is. Now, simplify this by taking its LCM. Okay, so in your own method you can simplify here, students. You can multiply 3 raised to 3, that is 27, plus 3 square is 9, and denominator is also 9. You just add 27 and 9. Okay, then take LCM, multiply it by 9. You get 326 after adding it to 2 divided by its LCM, that is 9. Okay. Next, one more, this is important for the examination point of view, that is simplify 2 raised to 2 raised to 0 minus 2 raised to 3 raised to 0 divided by 2 raised to 0 raised to 6 minus 2 raised to 2 raised to 2. Now, here in the first step, immediately take squaring of 2, that is 4 raised to power 0 minus 2 into 3 raised to 0 is how much? 1 only, divided by 2 raised to 0 is 1 raised to 6 minus 2 raised to 2 square is 4. Okay, then 4 raised to 0 is 1 minus 2 raised to 1 is 2 upon 1 minus 2 raised to 4 is 16. After simplification, you get minus 1 upon minus 15, that is minus minus will get cancelled, you will get simply 1 upon 15. Okay, next example. Simplify 2 raised to b into 2 raised to b minus 1 raised to 3 upon 2 raised to b plus 1 into 4 raised to b into 16 raised to b upon 2 divided by 8. So this is first part. So this is, you have to simplify this. Okay. Now here 2, 16, 4, 8, you have to convert them with the same base. Just write out. So 16 can also be written as 2 to the power 4. Okay, only base you change. And 4 can be written as 2 raised to 2. And 8 can be written as 2 raised to 3. Okay. Now in the numerator we have all 2's. Also in the denominator we have 2's only. So using first law of indices, you just add. Write down one more step here, students. Before taking last but one step, you add the exponents here, that is 2 raised to b plus 3b minus 3, and here 4 into b upon 2. What you will get? 2 will get cancelled with 4. So 2 2s are 4. You will get 2b. Okay. Divided by 2 raised to, here see, all are having same basis. That is, its power will be b plus 1 plus 2b plus 3. Okay. Now take all the denominator terms in the numerator and simplify. So first b term you see, b plus 3b is 4b, and 4b plus 2b is 5b, 6b. In 6b, if you remove 1b, you get 5b. 5 minus 2 is 3. Okay, do it carefully, students. You get 3b only. Then Here all the numbers are with negative sign. So if all the numbers with negative sign, you have to add them. Therefore 3 minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. Minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7. Is your required answer. Okay. Last example, students. Solve 2 raised to 2x minus 6 into 2 raised to x plus 8, which is equals to 0. We have done similar sum in the previous slide of the same class, today's class. So same way you have to simplify this. So just recall. So here which term we can adjust, just observe carefully. Okay, in the middle term there is a 2 raised to x. So can we write the same term in the first step? Just see, 2 raised to x means you have to split the exponent term into 2 raised to x raised to the power 2. Just write them separately so that we can adjust 2 raised to x, which is equals to y. Now the given equation becomes y square minus 6y plus 8, which is equals to 0. Now solve for this quadratic equation. You get, there is a 8 ones are 8. So factors of 8 are 2 into 4. We have taken 2 into 4 only, because when you multiply minus 2 minus 4, you get plus 8. Minus 2 minus 4 is minus 6. Okay. Now take y common. Y minus 2 minus 4 common. Y minus 2, which is equals to 0. So one time you get the value of y is equals to 2 and value of y is equals to 4. Now, but we know that y is equals to 2 raised to x. Therefore, y is nothing but 2. If no power, then what you should consider? 0. 0 or 1? Sorry, it is 1. So 2 raised to 1 is 2 only. There is a 2. Y value is 2. Therefore, when you compare 2 raised to x is equals to 2, you get the value of x is equals to 1. Similarly, 2 raised to x, y value is 2 raised to x, which is equals to 4. That is nothing but 2 raised to 2. Means we need to get the same basis to compare their exponents. Okay. Therefore, here when you compare this, you get the value of x, which is equals to 2. So I hope you understood all these sums. So can you try exercise 3.1 by solving the exercise worked example sums again and again? You will understand how to solve. Okay, I have left it for you. You please try. It will come for 1 mark, 3 mark and also for 5 marks. Okay, with the next chapter, we will meet you in the next class. Thank you.